Jim, we've got ghosts in the halls, slime on the walls, and a possessed boss itching to take over the world. So, who are you gonna call?
A taxi!
What? No, the Ghostbusters. What's a taxi going to do?
Get me out of here. You have fun, but I'm out.
No, you coward. What about the review?
Oh, right.
Who you gonna call?
Ghostbusters!
I ain't afraid of no ghosts. I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed is an online multiplayer game, pitting all manner of ghosts and ghouls against a ragtag band of Ghostbusters.
So that leaves...
You start out as a fresh-faced, up-and-coming Ghostbuster eager to join the team. Both the old faces
Go ahead, this is Ray.
and the new.
You and the other Busters will get your jobs dispatched from me.
But it's not as easy as just strapping on a proton pack. You have to prove your ghost wrangling abilities out in the field. So isn't it convenient there are 5 nearby maps in dire need of busting?
Or haunting, because it's not just the Ghostbusters that get to flex their skills. You can also play as the ghost enemy. On Team Ghostbuster, you operate as a squad of 4, armed with a proton pack, particle thrower, a PKE detector, and a ghost trap. Plus a couple of extra fun toys when you level up. All tools of the trade that you'll have to make use of to hunt down and capture the otherworldly apparition
Ghost captured.
before it can complete a global haunt, soaking the place in ectoplasm and scaring off the locals.
And naturally, Team Ghost's objective is to do just that. Haunt the map to 100% completion by possessing objects, terrorizing civilians, and avoiding capture. It's a pretty simple setup, but there are a few wrinkles in place to keep both sides busy. Ghosts get 3 chances to respawn, using rifts that are hidden in objects scattered around the map. Every time you're captured, you lose a rift. And once all 3 are taken out, only then can the Ghostbusters capture the spirit for real and win the round. I think it's supposed to encourage ghosts to multitask, switching between haunting and protecting their rifts. But I just found it easier to pop the thing somewhere hard to spot and put all my energy into raising my haunt status and running out the clock.
Oh, very cheeky. The brunt of the plate spinning is mostly on the Ghostbusters side. And because there's only 5 maps and 1 game type, after a while I started to feel like I was going through the motions.
Try to stay calm, folks, and I'll do the same.
Search the area, PKE scan. Oh, there's a ghost! Oh, never mind, it got away. Calm down a civilian. I wish this conversation would go a little faster.
Thank you.
Capture the ghost! Oh no, it used a rift. Start the hunt all over again. I'm sure there's more fun to be had when you're goofing around with your friends, but the formula does get old.
Yeah, I was feeling that too, especially in those longer stints. That's not to say I didn't have any fun, though.
I think I stunned it. I'm pretty sure I stunned it.
Running around chasing bumps in the night, it's classic Ghostbusters shenanigans. But there's nothing distinctive about the player characters, no special skills or tricks to learn. Once you learn the basic controls, that's really all there is to it. And it's for that reason I'm gonna say, look, I'm on Team Ghost. They're just so much more interesting to play as.
Definitely. And they're just misunderstood. I mean, so what if they spew goo everywhere? Who amongst us doesn't?
Exactly!
Wait, what?
Never mind. You're right, though. If my options are between spooky spectre from the great beyond and guy with a glowing fire hose, I'm going ghosty all the way. Each share the same core abilities, with some extras tacked on, depending on what type you've selected before the start of a match. They can phase through walls, possess people, run around as a haunted teddy bear, launch devastating slime attacks, sabotage proton packs, and just generally be a menace.
It's fun being the bad guy sometimes, and navigating some of those levels is way easier when you're not bound by a pesky little thing called gravity. As a Ghostbuster, the museum and prison maps ended up drawing the weariest of sighs from me, as ghosts drifted between floors with ease while we mere mortals struggled to keep up. Curse these feeble human legs!
It's a little thing, but those more irritating design issues, narrowing down an already pretty shallow pool of content isn't great. But I think we've sufficiently tackled this ghostly gala. Final thoughts, Red?
in the first couple of hours, I had a really good time. There's a good set of bones on the spooky skeleton, with cool abilities, ghost types, and a fun, goofy nature to it. But there's not enough muscle on those bones to keep it standing upright under the weight of those design and balance issues. So I'm giving Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed 2.5 out of 5 rubber chickens.
I do think there's a good game in here, and not just a good Ghostbusters game either.
You don't belong here.
Sure, there's plenty of fun fan service and references, but there's some solid mechanics and a good stream of rewards to unlock too. But with other, better asymmetrical multiplayer games out there, nostalgia is all Spirits Unleashed really has going for it at the moment. With that said, it's going to be 3 out of 5 rubber chickens from me.
Why did the dentist go bungee jumping? To have a brush with death. Cracks me up every time.